Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video. This is Rami from Raw Gaming, and today we got actually the Tornado released inside of the shop. So you can buy the Tornado 10 cards of Tornado. Of course, this is an epic spell, so that is going to cost 400 gems for that 10 for those 10 cards. So we're going to buy that. We will level that up to level 3 because that can get you to level 3, and we will jump into a few battles. Like, I'll form a deck and then we will jump into a few battles and we will try the Tornado inside of the battles. Well, of course, you know, we've got some view on the Tornado and the gameplay on the Tornado, like, you know, from other YouTubers, but it's nothing compared to what we can do with that card. So I'm very excited about trying this card out and see how it's going to operate within the game itself. So we're going to try that inside of the classic challenge, guys. I'll get back to you right now once I form a deck. So I did make a deck. Now, I did make this deck not to win, I just made it, you know, for the fun of it, and I wanted to try the Tornado actually with the splash damage. So technically, I'm going to use the dragon to form everything right in the middle of the Tornado, and then we will use the splash damage of our dragon on those cards. So we will see how effective that Tornado can work with the splash damage, because I have really good vision about the Tornado. So I will try to figure out the best way to play it, and we will see how we're going to do. Now, that was the first drop for our Tornado, so we managed to pull both of the bowler and the mega minion right in the middle, while our tower actually did manage to get that mega minion out. Now we have one archer right on the tower, so we're going to lock that princess down, and this is gonna give us time to build some elixir. Now here goes the furnace in there. Now the furnace is all about overtime damage, and I don't really have anything to counter that furnace. Now here comes the hug. So my mega minion should easily take down that hug, and I will drop the ice golem just to distract that mega minion just in time though. Now bowler goes down, and we are behind in terms of like damage wise. So here goes the bowler. Our baby dragon will try its best to actually get that bowler down, but comes the princess again, so we will lock that along with our miners to the tower. Hopefully the dragon and the miner will do some work, and we will be ahead in terms of damage wise, which is, we're going to do that actually. Like, we got his tower to 468. Now we will drop the archers just to make sure that we don't get any hits from that furnace in there, and fireball goes down on that mega minion along as well as the bowler. Now here goes the splash damage, guys. Like, both of the hug and the bowler right in the middle of the Tornado, and our dragon did some work to take it down. Of course goes down our miner, and that will call it a win for this game. Guys, this is a really fun card to play with, and the opponent left the match, so we will go ahead and take the whole 3 crowns, and we will call it a win for it, and we will drop the Tornado right in the middle. I know Tornado doesn't actually affect buildings, so it's really good. So if you have a really heavy push, that will help you out. Now, calling the heavy push, guys, I had a few replays, actually live battles, but I decided to actually, like, you know, have some replays because I want to show you how effective that Tornado goes inside of the battle when you have really heavy push. Now this guy is actually using the giant, using barbarians, using the mega minion, as well as the hood. Now, of course, you know, when you have, like, you know, a fragile troops, like, all what I have on defense is my archers, my baby dragon, along with the mega minion. Now here goes a push. So we have the archers down, we have the baby dragon down. Now goes the Tornado down, and pull everything together, while the splash damage of our dragon actually takes everything out. It's amazing, guys. I couldn't believe it. It's really good card to play with, and I think it's going to be overpowered. So what we're going to do now, I'll show you some replays. Like, this is one of the replays that I was really amazed of how the tornado can do some work, and dude, like, I really enjoyed it. Now we drop our miner because we're using this deck actually for troll. It's not a deck to win with, but I don't know how I won anyway. So we will split the archers in there so we could take that mega minion down. Now here goes the giant along with the barbarians. Now look at them all clumped together, and our baby dragon will do some work to take all the barbarians out because of the splash damage, of course. So, and along with the help of one archer, and the last second goes down the the mega minion in there. Now we have our miner on the tower. We had the baby dragon, so he had to drop his mega minion to take it out, to take our mega minion out. Otherwise, his tower is gonna go. So far, so good. Even though we were playing with fragile and nothing, it's like, well, the only direct damage that we have on his tower is like the fireball, and we could log that along with the miner. So it's a really weird deck to play with, so guys, don't play with this deck. So it's not a really good deck. Now here comes another push, guys. We will clump that together. We will get everything together. The splash damage for that is awesome. So now another big push, stopped by 3 elixir along with the help of our normal cards, guys. Now we will build the dragon just for the fun of it. So we'll build the dragon back, so that will give our archer is actually some time to take the dragon down. Now we will distract that mega minion with our ice golem in there, and the miner goes on the tower. He's going to block that with his barbarians though. No worries, we have the mega minion in there. Now goes another dragon, another tornado. Look at that, everything is actually getting demolished, guys. Like a heavy push like that, can you imagine that you could stop that with a baby dragon? It's amazing, I loved it. Now goes another push with his hog. Of course, my cards is not the best counter for a hog, but you guys, can you complain about that? This is a gameplay, and I freaking love that tornado. So I can't wait to get it to level 5 so I can use it actually inside of the ladder. Now guys, 1 minute like past the overtime, and we managed to get that tower. Guys, sorry, it's like we're versing like heavy troops. This is amazing. We will go into another battle. Now this battle is different, so we have like different deck. So I am using different deck as well, but I'm using the tornado as well inside of the battle. So what we're going to use here, we're going to use the goblin barrel, we're going to use the miner, the minions, and the princess. We're going to include the princess along with the skeleton army. Now here we go for a push on the right side. So we have 1 minion on the tower. Well, forget about that minion, so he's going to block that with his mega minion in there. So we'll drop the princess to take care of that mega minion. I don't know why I dropped that. Now here goes my goblin barrel. My goblin barrel went onto that tower, and he had to zap it. Now zapping that means we are going to have a plus taking that golem down with our skeletons, which is really awesome. Now until this point I didn't know that this guy actually using a graveyard. So a fireball goes down on the archers at the back, and the minions in there should clean that rest of the stuff actually off the golem. Now we will push on the left side because he's pushing on the right side, so we will push on the left side we managed to get the tower down to 1795. So it's perfect. I love this gameplay. So I know it's like probably weird to say it, but this is a really like, you know, an awkward deck to play with. But now we have the giant actually at the back, so we have the golem at the back. So what we're going to do now, because I only have the skeleton army down there and every single card in there is a spell, so we have the fireball, we have, now we rotated to the minions. Now because the guy actually didn't have his zap, so our, like, look guys, the dude, like, I love that tornado. The tornado does really huge help to the towers and to the troops to take everything down and clean up a huge push. Now we will drop our goblin barrel on the tower, so he's going to give us the oops. Like, if you don't have that card, man, I didn't have the graveyard yet. I wish I could have it because I have really good plan for it. So we will see how we're going to go. 13 seconds inside of the game, and the minions in there along with the miner managed to get that tower down, and another pull for that golem. Guys, it's very easy. I'll give him the laugh face. This is not a bad manner, guys. I really enjoyed this game, so we'll give him the good game. We'll give him the thumb up. So this is gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. What do you think about the tornado? I love it. I personally love it. This is gonna wrap it up for today, and I will see you guys in the next one. So make sure you have fun. Peace.